Hi everyone, this is Mike from Citylite Realty. I'm sitting here with my good friend of mine, Sabir Khan from RBC. He is a mortgage specialist with RBC with over 10 years of experience. Good to see you, buddy. I got tons of questions for you. Let's start with the first one. So they're asking is the process of qualification. If you're a first-time home buyer, if they come to you, what would they need to present and how the process works?
Right. So as a first-time home buyer, the important factors that we look at is your income. So that could be your independent income or your household income. We look at the down payment, and the down payment then breaks down into the source. Where is it coming from? It could be RSP, it could be TFSA. Is it a gift from family? Then we look at the credit score. So how have you managed your credit? Because that's also a very important factor of mortgage qualifications. And then, beyond that is more detailed understanding about being a first-time home buyer, having a mortgage, and the detail of the process.
Let me ask you a question. You said about down payment.
Yeah.
What if this down payment coming from overseas? Like, what do they, because a lot of people may have a down payment, they want to buy a house, first-time home buyers, they live in like overseas, and how does this thing work?
So the source of down payment is always very important. This is a requirement by the regulators. So this is a process of anti-money laundering. Essentially, you can have your down payment overseas. We don't have a problem with that. We just need to find out, has it been in your possession for a minimum of 90 days?
Okay.
Right? That's really the important factor, the 90-day part.
Do they have to find out where is it coming from? This has to be a source?
Yeah, you got to provide some documents just to show that, where it's coming from.
It could be a gift from your parents.
Exactly. If your parents is giving it to you as a gift, there is a template that we complete at RBC. And the template has option 1 or option 2, which we can go into details of it. But it's a very standard process for not just first-time home buyers, but all of our mortgages.
I got this question many times. So talking about the newcomers to Canada. How can a newcomer qualify for a mortgage in Canada?
Okay. So first of all, the definition of a newcomer that we look at is somebody who's lived in Canada for less than 5 years since becoming permanent resident. That's the important factor. It could also apply to people that moved away from Canada, gave up their residency, and now they're returning. So that's what we call a Canadian expat. How you qualify is, there's been a lot of changes by the regulators recently in regards to mortgage qualifications, and newcomers is one of them that's also had some changes. At RBC, we have 3 different programs for newcomers. Just the regular standard newcomer program, that's basically income, down payment, credit. We just look at everything as if you were, living and buying a home here. We have another program called the newcomer high net worth. Again, that goes into a little bit details of somebody who's one of the main factors, $250,000 in savings after your down payment. Okay. In order to qualify for that. And then the other one is the newcomers equity program. We can go into the details of that, but essentially you would fall within one of those categories and we would see if you qualify under that.
Good, fantastic. What defines high net worth clients?
So a high net worth client would be somebody who has, let's say, high income, or somebody who's, has sufficient accumulated savings over time. It could also be a combination of both. If you're looking for the definition, it can go a little bit deeper than that, but essentially it's somebody who's maybe sitting on a lot of wealth and is looking at buying a home, through that process.
Or a commercial property, anything.
Whatever,
yes. Yeah. Do they have to go through a different process than regular clients, or no, they both go through the same
So the process doesn't necessarily change. The process is how we find out what type of program that they're going to go through. We have at RBC different programs. One of them is a very popular program that a lot of people know at RBC is called Wealth Accumulator. So an example would be somebody who again has a lot of high accumulated savings but may not have high income, and we have a program for that client to qualify on for a mortgage.
So basically these are for the people that are retired but they got a huge saving but they want to downsize, they may not want a mortgage, they want different options, and that's
right. That would be a good example. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Is there a difference between the newcomers high net worth clients and the regular people that are Canadian citizen?
Yeah, so we at RBC do have newcomers high net worth program as well. And again, that would be similar if somebody's new coming to the country and has a lot of savings, that they're either bringing over or they've already brought over, then we would sit down and find, see if they qualify under that program.
Good. I'm done. Thank you very much. So guys, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call a friend of mine, Sabir Khan. His cell phone number is 416-837-9726.
Thanks, Mike.
Pleasure, Willie. Thank you.